So we made these awesome little appetizers. These are a fun little Asian flavored taco. We made them with pork. We've got some great dipping sauce in here. I'm gonna show you just how to make these. You'll love them. Hey, it's Jeff with BBQ Plus, and today we're gonna make up some fun little mini tacos. And this is gonna be a great appetizer. We're gonna start out with some mild breakfast sausage, some wonton wrappers, and then we're gonna make a nice little sauce. The way we're gonna cook these is we're gonna use the Blackstone. So we're gonna get started on this. I've got the Blackstone warming up. In the meantime, the first thing that we're gonna do is make our sauce. Because after these are all cooked up, we're gonna wanna dive right in, and I wanna have that sauce ready to begin with. So to get that sauce started, I've got a lot of different ingredients. What I've got here is about 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. Then I've got 2 tablespoons of teriyaki. I've got a tablespoon of W sauce. I don't like to pronounce that. And then we've got about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. To that, we're gonna add in about 1/2 tablespoon of chopped garlic. We've got about a teaspoon of chili flakes. And then I've got about 2 tablespoons of a Thai chili sauce. And we're just gonna mix that all together, give it a little bit of time while we make the rest of this. And I'm gonna add some of my candied jalapenos. This is a recipe I put together a few months ago. You can find it, I'll put a link right there. It's on my YouTube channel, so you can see exactly how to put that together. But that's a pretty good amount there. I think we've got about 4 jalapenos. And what we're gonna do is just make sure that we chop those up nice and fine. Drop those in. That does it for our sauce. Now we're gonna get started on the next phase. All right, so first step is to open up these wonton wrappers. Just pick these up at my local Safeway. Hard time finding them. If you're shopping at Safeway, I'll give you a tip. Go look in the refrigerated area of the produce section. That's where I finally found these after pretty much taking an entire inventory of that Safeway store. We're gonna start with about a dozen of these. I want them to look like fun little tacos. So what we're gonna do is just use a drinking glass, which is pretty much about the right size, and we're just gonna round out those corners. So, not perfect, but decent little rounding out of those guys. So there we go. We have got our nice little mini taco shells. Now we've got this breakfast pork sausage. This happens to be Johnsonville brand. You can use what you want. You can go spicy if you want. You can go mild. You can go kind of a medium. The idea that I have here is that I can always use the spice to kick it up. Really hard to turn it down. So we're just gonna take some of this, and that's probably what, a good healthy tablespoon or so. We're just gonna go in here, press this down so that the meat covers pretty much the entire circumference. So we've got about 20 of those. You could use whatever meat that you wanted to, whatever is a ground meat that you like. If you're a fan of lamb, you could use lamb. You could probably make these out of beef. And as I say, you could make them as spicy or as mild as you want to. And also your dipping sauce can kind of fill in the gap there. All right, so we're ready to put these on. I'm gonna start out with a little bit of avocado oil. We are gonna pick up some grease and some fat out of these guys. So we're just gonna drop each one of these on here. We're gonna start with the meat side down because we want these to fully cook. If you use breakfast sausage, I would stay away from anything that's like a heavy maple or anything that's going to give you those kinds of flavors, because I really don't think that's what we're looking for in here. Peek underneath that first one is looking pretty good. I want to develop a nice bit of crust on there on the meat, just like you would with a smash burger. Then we're going to flip them over and just like a tortilla look on the backside. Yeah, I think these are starting to look good. Not too much more time until we're going to turn those over. Looks like I do have an area over on this side that isn't quite as hot as what I've got going on the front. So you can see that those are ready to turn. You can see the grease bubbling on there. And what that does is it goes down into that wonton wrapper and gives that a nice little cook as well. One of my viewers gave me these. These are little taco racks. So we're gonna just use those and see how we might be able to push them down in there. Just set them on the top and push them down in. I'm pressing each one of those little tacos in. All right, so when I'm waiting for the rest of these to finish up, I'm gonna try this first one. Gonna hit it with a little bit of the dipping sauce there. That's good. Yeah, that's a fun little appetizer. I'm gonna put a little bit of green onions on here too. Sprinkle those around. We're gonna go in on another one. See what the second one tastes like. Note that I'm turning them around, so I'm not double dipping with that edge. Those are really good. Definitely like that sausage in there. Those little mini tacos are just super fun and frankly super cute. So I am going to do this again for sure. These are just a great little appetizer, fun little thing to put together. Didn't take very long. Pretty simple also, and you can vary the sauce on there, that dipping sauce. You may even use a cucumber base, anything that you want, just to kind of make it whatever you like. Maybe some barbecue sauce even. Hey, whatever the case is, if you like what we're doing here, hit that like, hit the subscribe, and then throw in some comments as well. If you try it, let me know your variation on it. In the meantime, go make sure you cook something great in your backyard. And for BBQ Plus, thanks for watching.